Good afternoon, relatives. It's a great honor to be here on Ohlone land and territory. Thank you for having us. My name is Kareem Fairbanks, and I'm a Oglala Lakota. And I wanted you to know that AIM Southern California and all the California Native tribes in the southern area stand in solidarity with what is going on in the anti-colonization of Junipero Serra. We were at Mission Carmel this morning giving our respects in ceremony and in mourning for Chairwoman Louise Miranda Ramirez and some of the people that showed up there. And it was really an amazing experience. It was an intimate ceremony. There was a lot of media there, and of course there were Native people that were for this ceremony, for the canonization that were there, and wanted to utilize that moment to cause dissension and cause disturbances, and again not allow us to speak the truth and ask for accountability as to why our ancestors, our people, our relatives, our history, our stories are not being told or regarded with any kind of truth. You know, as an Oglala person, one of the things that really upset me is when we talk about Wounded Knee and what happened, and the medals that have not been rescinded, and the cavalry that is still considered heroes and war heroes by the U.S. government. When I go back home, they're still considered war heroes. That was one of the reasons why Junipero Serra, really, this issue really spoke to me. Even though I'm not California Native people, this issue touches our people as well, because it's about erasure. It's about someone else wanting to erase our history and keep us oppressed and not allowing us to be able to stand up and make them accountable for what truly happened. You know, and the other thing that I found is that there's a marriage here. There's a marriage between the state of California Tourism Department and the billions of dollars that they make off of the mission system and the tourist attraction, the international tourist appeal that is to come to these missions and make sure they milk you for everything you got to buy in their gift shops. And the other part of the partnership is the public school system that buys into this with training and socially conditioning all children, but especially our children, to believe in this system that is corrupt, that is full of imperialism, that talks about the free slave labor force and international export and import business that has been involved since the minute that they landed on these lands, and they want to continue to do so. And the third partnership, as we know, is the mission system and the Catholic Church that is kind of orchestrating the whole thing and blessing this bullshit and wanting to keep it as not only a now-present system, but also part of they want to make sure it's concrete and cemented into the future system. So what's really going on here is not the canonization of someone who evangelized, you know, California, but it's making sure that our stories are never going to be told. It's making sure that they are never going to be accountable, and it's making sure that what the murder, rape, and torture of our people stays that way, quiet, underground, and cemented, never to be brought up again. So I'm coming here and I get really angry thinking about it and talking about it, because when we talk about the canonization, we're also talking about how corrupt the state of California is, how corrupt the U.S. government is with being okay with that, how corrupt the public school libraries and all these streets and all these statues that buy into this crap and that want us again to believe in this and make sure our children believe in this too. So they can spend thousands of dollars sending children to the Museum of Tolerance to learn about a Holocaust that took place over there, but they don't want to learn about the Holocaust that took over here and be accountable for that. So again, I want to thank everybody for allowing us to be here with all of you. It's been a wonderful day to be in prayer, in ceremony, and awesome civil disobedience, because that's our social responsibility as Native people, Indigenous people, is to stand up and speak our mind. And apparently that's supposed to be our constitutional right, but look at all the fucking cops here, excuse my language. They want to make sure that we're chained and leashed, and our civil disobedience is tame and toned down. That says a lot about our First Amendment right? Anyways, I want to thank you again for allowing me to speak. I'm humbled, I'm touched. You have amazing leaders here Karina Gul is awesome, Wounded Knee. I'm looking around here and all my relatives, and I'm awestruck and amazed to be included here. Thank you.